Meghan Markle has been accused of jinxing Serena Williams tonight as she watched the tennis star lose and fail to secure an historic 24th Grand Slam at the US Open, just months after she attended Williams' defeat at Wimbledon. The Duchess of Sussex, 38, was called a bad luck charm, with fans citing the resounding loss at the Wimbledon final to Simona Halep and the year before a Test W19 to Angelique Kerber. The royal was the center of attention in New York as she watched with Williams' mother Oracene Price, but the pair were left disappointed watching the former world number one get beaten 6-3, 7-5 by Canadian Bianca Andreescu. One Twitter user wrote, "Dear Meghan Markle, please stop attending Serena's finals matches. You are a jinx. Sign fans who are not her friends." Another said, "Meghan, Duchess, love you so much. Really do. Are you a jinx though? Has she been at most of the losses?" Meghan's last-minute 3,500-mile dash across the Atlantic to watch her close friend at Flushing Meadows comes as the Queen attended the Highland Games in Scotland as part of her annual family gathering at Balmoral. Prince Harry and Meghan's absence from the trip is understood to have left Her Majesty hurt and disappointed, at a time when she likes to bring her friends and family together at her favourite time of the year. The Queen is already said to be baffled by Meghan and Harry's inability to steer clear of PR calamities, and is concerned that her beloved grandson and his new wife are failing to listen to the team of advisors. Meghan stood up to give her close friend a round of applause as Williams walked onto the court, and was sitting in the tennis star's box along with her husband, Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian. Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour, who is an avid fan of the game, and Serena's sister Venus Williams were seated behind the Duchess, who appeared enthralled as the action on court got underway. Meghan went for an understated summer look, wearing a denim shirt dress from the American fashion retailer J.Crew, which retails for a modest $118. To complete the outfit, she wore a light grey cardigan coat over it along with a pair of aviator shades. Scroll down for video. The Duchess trip also comes as aides insisted that the Duchess and her husband, Prince Harry, were too busy working on charitable projects to join the Queen at Balmoral this weekend. The Sussexes have been under fire for taking private flights after previously claiming they will have a maximum of 2 children to avoid damaging the environment. Meghan flew from London Heathrow, leaving Prince Harry and the 4-month-old son Archie in Windsor, although a security team is said to be with her. She is thought to have either boarded the 8:25 a.m. flight or the 9 a.m. flight from Heathrow. The 8:25 a.m. flight left more than 30 minutes behind schedule. It had been set to arrive in New York for 11:05 a.m. local time, but instead arrived at 12:22 p.m. It is a last-minute trip, a source told The Times on Friday. Excited to support her friend, and then come back. There also had been rumours that the Sussexes would be joining the monarch at Balmoral in the Scottish Highlands this week with the baby son Archie. But while most of the royal family have made the long trek up to Aberdeenshire, Harry and Meghan actually have no plans to fly to Scotland at all. Sources close to the couple insist that the decision should not be seen as a snub, and Harry only rarely goes up to the Queen's Deeside estate nowadays. They flew to Ibiza by private jet on August 6 for Meghan's 38th birthday. Days later, they flew to Nice on a $18 million Cessna plane described as the pinnacle of luxury. Sir Elton said he paid for the flights to his holiday home and made an appropriate contribution to a carbon footprint fund to offset the environmental impact. Share this article. Earlier this week, Harry defended his use of private jets, claiming he needed them for his family's safety, despite urging the public to cut their carbon footprint. He took a scheduled flight to Amsterdam this week to promote Travelist, a scheme for environmentally friendly tourism. While details of her trip are under wraps, the Duchess was seen heading into Modo Yoga with a friend in the trendy West Village neighborhood of Manhattan on Friday. Meghan, 38, joined a surprisingly full class of up to 60 people at the Eco-Conscious studio, which specializes in hot yoga classes. There were lots of sweet, knowing smiles among those in the room, a source told People.com, with everyone respecting the Duchess's privacy. Meghan stayed up to watch the semi-final, which ended at 1:30 a.m. yesterday UK time, and is thought to have boarded a flight in London at about 8:30 a.m. They are said to be concerned due to the fact that Williams lost when Meghan attended her last match at Wimbledon. A source told Page 6, Serena asked her coach about Meghan coming when she won last night, and everyone is worried as tennis players are very superstitious, and Serena lost when Meghan came to watch her at Wimbledon. The source added that Williams' aides were concerned that the trip was a publicity stunt. However, Williams is said to adore Meghan and wouldn't have a word of it. It is not yet known where in New York Meghan is staying and who she is staying with. However, she is thought to have flown first class for the two-day trip across the Atlantic. The Duchess, who also watched Williams at Wimbledon in July, flew out following the row over, she and her husband, Prince Harry, taking 4 trips by private jet in 11 days last month. She is said to have been thinking about traveling across the Atlantic to attend the final at Arthur Ashe Stadium since Williams won her quarterfinal on Wednesday. This is Meghan's first trip to New York since her baby shower, which Williams helped organize in February, when she partied for 5 nights at a $70,000 a night penthouse with her celebrity friends. The party, which caused disquiet in Britain due to its eye-watering estimated total bill of $405,000, was hosted by Williams and her long-standing friend Jessica Mulroney. Meghan flew to and from the US on that occasion on a private jet with her close friend Amal Clooney, who paid for the 13-hour round trip, which cost $16,000 an hour. Meghan first met Williams at a Super Bowl party in 2010, and the friendship is thought to have quickly evolved through frequent phone calls and texts. After becoming Prince Harry's girlfriend and then a Duchess, Meghan is said to have leaned on Williams for mentoring on how to handle the media. Williams, who attended their wedding in May 2018, said last year they had known each other for a long time, but we really are relying on each other a lot recently. The couple, who live at Frogmore Cottage in Windsor, enjoyed a week-long trip to Ibiza and a long weekend in the south of France with Sir Elton John last month. The Sussexes have been under fire for taking private flights after previously claiming they will have a maximum of 2 children to avoid damaging the environment. The son Archie, who was born at Portland Hospital in London on May 6 and is 7th in line to the throne, who is just 4 months old. Buckingham Palace also formally confirmed that the Sussexes would take baby Archie with them to Africa as the first official tour as a family. There had been rumours that the Sussexes would be joining the monarch at Balmoral in the Scottish Highlands this week with the baby son Archie. But while most of the royal family have made the long trek up to Aberdeenshire, Harry and Meghan actually have no plans to fly to Scotland at all. Sources close to the couple insist that the decision should not be seen as a snub, and Harry only rarely goes up to the Queen's Deeside estate nowadays. Should Williams win, it'll be her first Grand Slam title since the in 2017, after which she took a year out of the game to have her daughter with co-founder husband Alexis Ohanian. Fellow mother Meghan was cheering her on in a show of solidarity, as Williams battles back to form following a series of defeats following her pregnancy, recently losing out in the final of Wimbledon in London. Williams was 17 when she won her first Grand Slam singles title in 1999 at the US Open. Speaking before the game began, Williams, who appeared nervous, claimed, "It's incredible to be honest out there. 33 is a lot of times to be in the final. Honestly, it's unbelievable. I would have never written or expected it. Everything is a bonus and I am just so excited." Williams, who is mother to 2-year-old Alexis, wore a Nike lilac-colored two-piece suit with her hair tied back in her trademark bun. Williams beat Ukrainian Elena Svitolina in the semi-finals on Thursday and is vying to win her 24th career Grand Slam title, which would tie her with Margaret Court for the most in tennis history. Andreescu had never advanced past the second round of a Grand Slam prior to the 2019 US Open.